So, I just got demoted to BFB Coliseum.
Haha, skill issue.
No, leagues just suck. So we need a 10-win streak to make it back to ZOMG. So let's see if we can pull this off. Huge, important announcement. Starting literally right now, I'm going to be live streaming for 48 hours straight right here on my YouTube channel and also on my Twitch. And during that stream, we're going to be 1v1ing against viewers in Battles 2. And one of those viewers could be you. So make sure to stop by if you can. For the next 2 days, you can get an exclusive avatar and banner set and enough monkey money and ETM points to unlock BTN instantly. And before you buy it or anything else in the shop, make sure to click the creator support button here and then enter in my creator code, Boltrix here. All right, we got the wonderful map Garden and we're cooking with one of my favorite strategies specifically for this map. So this map, yeah, it's a little tricky, and then this strategy as well, I don't really use on other maps, but again, it works out very, very nicely on this map. So eco exactly until 259 with 2 sets of reds and then space blues behind that. We will be leaking some lives, but at the end of the day, we're going to be okay. So he has a Dartling gunner. So I guess I'm going to go ahead and just move my big fat face cam right there just so you can see. Okay, shoot. Well, I already took too long to place this down. Of course, when I do try hard, and yes, for today's video, since we are trying to get on a 10-win streak, we are going to be trying hard to the fullest freaking extent. So whenever I see an opportunity that I can get victory from, I'm going to be taking advantage of said opportunity. So PP pixel perfect placements really do not matter in the grand scheme of things. Now, I will set you to last, by the way, because usually targeting Captain Churchill to last here is going to be the play. Now, we are really stalling out these rounds, which is actually very beneficial for us, considering for the most part, during these earlier game rounds at least, we are using more of a pure eco strategy because we can't go for any sources of alt eco just yet. The only source of alt eco we actually have is sniper farms. So sniper farms are a little bit too expensive to go for early on, but our opponent's rocking with probably the best tower hero duo currently in the game, Benjamin and the Dartling gunner. But the Dartling gunner is not the greatest on this map, and especially his spot 2 is also not the greatest. So he's probably going to be struggling. Not now. For now, he's fine, but later on for sure. I probably should have already did this, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and go with the Dart Monkey right here. Set you to last and go for the spike up hole. Oh my gosh. And he's farming no shot. Is this guy running with meta, bro? He might just be. I meant to make a meta video, and I still plan on doing one, but the meta currently is Dartling Farm Ninja with Benjamin as your hero. A little bit more advanced to use, but once you get the hang of it, it's actually not all that bad. Now, I kind of wanted to side note this for a second. So with the 48-hour live stream, of course, again, right now, as you're watching this most likely, I'm live streaming right here on my YouTube channel and over on Twitch. But during that live stream, for the most part, I'm going to be doing viewer battles against viewers, of course. So any one of you watching could have the chance to go against me. All you have to do is just join my Discord and then join the queue. It's super, super simple. But with the live stream as well, I mean, guys, 48 hours straight, I cannot and will not be playing Battles 2 for the entire 48 hours. And I also won't be staying up for the entire 48 hours either. I plan on live streaming while sleeping as well, which is kind of crazy. So people are going to be able to see me sleep, see if I snore or not. But I think I'm going to also do like text-to-speech as well while I sleep. I don't know. I'm really down for whatever. But with the live stream, we're also going to be playing other games like party games, horror games. I'm really just down for whatever, but I kind of just wanted to throw that out there in this video just to let everybody know, okay? My opponent actually might die to group jealous, so I'm going to go ahead and just balloon boost those because, like I said, try hard Boltrix is coming out to play, and we end up getting a very quick and easy win here on round 7 for the first one. I will catch ya in the next. All right, so Cobra Command here for the next one. I also forgot to mention this in the first game, but with today's video with tryharding, I do want to use the best of the best strategies as well, while also going for the win whenever I see possible. But with that being said, I am not going to be using the same strategy twice, just so we have a little bit of a challenge with also trying to get on a 10 win streak. Since we're in BFB, guys, BFB is not going to be too difficult for us. No offense. Okay, Boltrix, just set it down. Just set it down. Boltrix is fine. Space Green's right here. If I have to, I most certainly will tower boost. I'm okay with leaking a decent amount of lives here because we have BTN as our hero. Okay, we might have to tower boost this, and I'm not trolling. We might have to tower boost this, and I am not trolling. Actually, well, he got back to sending group treads. Now, if you layered over top like a ton of Space Greens, that could have been very, very bad for our sake. Another Dartling Gunner user, by the way. Yeah, the Dartling Gunner outside of the banana farm is definitely the best tower currently in the game. Like, it was already the best tower before this update, and this update, Ninja Kiwi decided to buff it for whatever reason. Like, that literally makes 6-7. I had 6-7 lives, by the way. Oh, shoot. Okay, we're good, right? We're good. Lock in. We're good. We're chilling. Yes, throughout these earlier game rounds too, since we are now utilizing a farm strategy, we're going to be sending spaced eco sense. Unlike the last game, if you notice, we were using more of an eco strategy again early game. So that's why I was maximizing my eco with sending grouped eco sends. But this time, spaced eco is the way to go. Double Dartling Gunner tech finally went for Benjamin. Yes, they also have Benjamin just like our last opponent, bro. So these players, even at BFB, are tapped in with the current meta. Yeah, which is Dartling Farm Ninja. Did I say that? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but I think I probably should go for the bigger bombs here. I kind of just wanted to set in stone first here my farm, so at least we got that. They call me the low life warrior, but again, with having BTN, we're going to be able to regen our lives. We were absolutely fine here, and if we wanted to play ultra safe, what we could do here is just go for the heavy bombs. Now, it's not really necessary because this bomb is actually goated, so it should, for the most part, be able to fully defend. Now, if we were to start making honey, and we wouldn't have BTN to help us, like, not leak lives here. Okay, I'm going to balloon boost, by the way. They are definitely struggling over there. They struggled over on their side, though. Oh, my gosh. Are they about to die? Oh, my goodness, bro. I had a tongue twister there. I do apologize. No way, though. We are already 2 for 2. And we're, what, 7 minutes into this video. Crazy, crazy stuff. But I will catch y'all in the next. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. With this map, I honestly have no idea what to use because this map is not usually available in the higher arenas. I don't even think it's in ZOMG Superdome, which I'm either usually in ZOMG Superdome or the Hall of Masters. But Dartling Farm Alchemist, farms aren't even that good on this map because we can only go for, in total, 3 farm spots on this map. But I feel like with having Cyber Quincy, he's going to allow us to be able to pop the balloons pretty much right as they come out the map. Although, bro, you're focusing on the player sent balloons, though. That's all good. Let's just start off with the Dartling Gunner all the way up here and get to Spaced Ecoing. And yeah, they are also Spaced Ecoing. Of course, bro. Like, why do you have to have your wizards right behind my face cam, dog? Like, are you kidding me, bro? But into Space Greens once again because we are utilizing a farm strategy. Maybe with this one, we can go a little bit later. I kind of am a little bit disappointed that my opponents weren't able to go as late as I thought for the first 2 games. But at the same time, again, we are going for the win as soon as we freaking can into Spaced Yellows now. Honestly, Wall of Fire is pretty solid usually during the earlier game rounds. So with a Wall of Fire spot like that as well, he should be absolutely fine here. Let's go ahead and set down a banana farmer all the way up here too as well. And I do plan on doing a part 2 video for this playing balloons until we lose series. I'm thinking about when we hit ZOMG Superdome, I might make like a meta-based video, and then after that, do a part 2 of playing until we lose, okay? But I guess, yeah, for my first farm, I usually do like going for the top 2 path upgrades first. I used to go for the quality soil because the quality soil makes the top and middle path upgrades 15% cheaper. By the way, I did have to use my level 3 ability there on Cyber Quincy, but we are all good now. Let's go for the powerful darts here too, because if he sends me space whites, of course we're gonna need that. And also possibly the faster barrel spin. Yeah, let me just play it safe here. Go for the faster barrel spin. It is absolutely fine. Notice how our opponent is not making money in any way, shape, or form other than through their eco game. So what were we doing, guys, when we had no other way to make money in game 1? We were maximizing our eco sends with sending grouped eco. However, this guy right now is just over defending double Wall of Fire, by the way, which is just unnecessary. But he is sending spaced eco sense. So the only way that he is making money right now is quite literally through his eco game. By the way, there's a farm spot. Yeah, okay, that's what to say. I knew there was a farm spot there. So there we go with that. But if you're only making money through your eco game, then you should be maximizing your eco with grouped eco sense, not spaced eco sense. So unfortunately, I'm not trying to be mean, but typically I like to call these players like this, spaced eco bots. You do not want to be a spaced eco bot, chat. Do not be a spaced eco bot. You should really, again, only be spaced ecoing if you are farming like I am, or you have like early game boat farm, stuff like that, you know. Round 8 is here. We're kind of like, it's okay to leak too, by the way. Like, we just leaked lives right there. That is fine. Okay, these space purples are also going to layer over top, so probably, okay, if you balloon boost them, I don't know if we needed to necessarily use the level 3 ability, but I guess it's okay. I probably, oh wait, I should be sending them space purples. Oops. Although, they're probably not going to die or anything. I might be able to get a tower boost out of them, though, so we'll still test it out, because, of course, the Wall of Fires really do struggle with popping purple balloons, but, yeah, he upgraded that heli enough, it looks like, so, yeah, he is good. A defend is a defend, even though that's hardly a rush, but fair play, well done, I guess. Now, I'm going to start going or working towards the Hydro Rocket Pods all the way down here. If worst comes to absolute worst, y'all, we sell the farm to easily go for the Hydro Rocket Pods. Now, I already went for the banana salvage. This increases the sellback value of the farm, so just playing a little bit safer here since I already know that we're in a better position than them. We probably could even send them purples here ourselves. So like I said, we're going for the win immediately. Let's go ahead and do that. They might have level 3. They do have level 3. And with tower boost, I think they actually might defend. They might. And they did. A defend is a defend. Okay, that's actually a fair play, well done moment. Like, genuinely a fair play, well done moment. But with a re-rush, you were absolutely cooked, my friend. I hate to break it to you, but some leads, region rainbows, zebras, and then purples all over top. Balloon boost that as well. And it is going to be too much for our opponent to handle, and they're going to end up going down. But again, valiant effort. The farthest that we have made it thus far. Most people can't even handle purples in this arena. Like, rush on round 11 with purples. If that does not work, region rainbows on round 13, as you saw, usually can work. GG's. Catch y'all in the next. All right, bringing it back to Battles 1 a little bit here with the map Off-Tide. Of course, it used to be Offside, but in this game, Off-Tide, since they have to have water. Every map in this game, fun fact, has water, unlike Battles 1. But gonna send some eco here. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of forget how exactly to eco when using Tack Farm Wizard with Star Captain as your hero, so decide to just not eco that hard, because going for a round 1 Star Captain Jericho with Tack Farm Wizard is kind of pretty important. If you don't, then you're not going to get your level 3 ability as easily, or as quick, I should say. Another double wizard start from this gentleman over here, which is kind of insane. Like, what a coincidence. But Space Greens here, yeah. We're going to need the even faster shooting. Typically, setting Star Captain too strong is the play. I'm going to set it to first, though, just to clear up or clean up some of these lives. Again, though, when tryharding, please never worry about the life advantage. I know in a lot of my videos, y'all, I worry about the life advantage, but that's because I'm a YouTuber. I'm trying to create content, and sometimes I need certain things to happen. Sometimes I need to force my opponent to rush me to showcase something specific. But in the grand scheme of things, 99% of the time, you're not going to have to worry about the life advantage if you are solely going for the win. So again, please remember, it is okay to leak lives during the earlier game rounds. Now, you don't want to die, of course, and you kind of don't want to leak low or leak at all if you can avoid it, but it is okay to leak at the same time. I don't know. I feel like some people just like over defend like crazy and just quite literally refuse to leak even a single life. But again, it is absolutely fine. Okay, sniper, bro, like, why does everybody go for towers behind my face cam? At least I'm catching it pretty quickly, but like, bro, what the heck? Okay, level 3 ability here. Send 2 sets of grouped reds when utilizing the level 3 ability, specifically on Captain, or Star Captain Jericho, I'm sorry. And we will get the max amount of money out of that. We also had to go for the Blade Shooter in order to fully defend against all of these Space Whites. But who do we have here? Once again, just like the last game, a Spaced Eco Bot. Not trying to be toxic, it's just what I call them, okay? Because again, the only way that they're making money is through their eco game. So sometimes these Spaced Eco Bots, they have enough money overall to defend against purples and sometimes even region rainbows on round 13. So make sure when you are rushing with those rushes that you're not like full on all outing them and selling all your banana farms and everything else to try to secure the victory, because sometimes they're going to end up actually being able to defend against said rushes. And if that happens, then I'll show you guys what to do. Hopefully, at least we get one game that goes past round 13. No promises, though, but I guess I should just explain it. If it does happen to go past round 13, just continue on farming, continue on trying to make as much money as possible, and usually a lot of people will die to actually round 24 tight ceramics. That is an extremely hard rush usually for most people to defend, especially in an arena like the FB Coliseum. But, oh, I messed up. Didn't go for the quality soil first. Yeah, 100% on me. I've actually noticed some Hall Masters players, they don't even go for the quality soil. They actually go for like 3 2-0-0 farms instead of a banana plantation. But I kind of like going the banana plantation round. It's already round 9. Holy crap, these rounds have been flying by. That is because both of us are popping the balloons right as they come out the map. So the quicker that you pop the AI balloons, AI, not player sent, the AI balloons, the quicker the rounds will end. So that is why this game just feels like it has been flying by. Now, I'm going to be a little bit careful here. I might even go for a attack shooter more towards the back of the map, because who's to say that he will not rush us, because people will rush you with purples around 11. Okay, well, a fire there. That is going to sting a little bit, but we're not dead. It's going to sting a little bit, though. Okay, bro. What are you doing, bro? What are you... Okay, bro. I don't know if I can kill him. I'm going to try a Zebra Purple Rush. I don't think I can kill him, though. Because, again, he has Quincy, Cyber Quincy and stuff. He has a bunch of snipers. Yeah, see, look. Yeah. It would... Okay, lock in for a sec. We go. Now we can counter rush. Balloon boost this time. Don't balloon boost, or try not to, at least for your first rush. It doesn't even matter if we can't defend, because he just dies first. Beautiful. And we got the win. Yeah, the nice thing about Tac Farm Wizard is having that Maelstrom ability. It pretty much shreds against any mid-game rush possible. And we also had the increase of regrow rate on all regen balloons because of Star Captain Jericho. So, yeah, we had that one in the bag. That's actually technically, though, our closest game yet. So GG's, and I'll see y'all in the next. All right, so this guy's actually been to ZOMG Superdome before, so hopefully it's our best player yet, although his name is player with a bunch of numbers, which usually is not a good sign, at least in my experience. But Captain Churchill once again here. NG Farm Ace, 2 sets of reds, and then Space Blues behind that exactly until 259 eco. That was my dog back there, if you just heard that. But if you eco properly and just right, you should just have enough money to go for a round 1 Captain Churchill, which is pretty important usually. He's actually balloon boosting at me. Oh, heck freaking no. Ew, and he's using the boomer. If you know me, I am not the biggest fan of the boomer, but with this Captain Churchill placement and everything, we should be able to pop the balloons pretty much right as they come out the map. So sending Captain Churchill to last here is going to be the best obvious play for us. Now, Captain Churchill on this map specifically can solo all the way up until about round 6 spaced black balloons. Since Captain Churchill does not have the ability to pop black balloons, we're going to finally need to go for another tower, which will in fact be an engineer. So until round 6, we can solely just farm as freaking hard as we possibly can, which is absolutely wonderful. Okay, but again, since we are popping the balloons right as they come out the map, these rounds should in fact be flying by. Let's go ahead and set down a farmer right there as well. Okay, Druid. So they probably should be working towards an increase of attack speed, although they ended up tower boosting. Look, guys, what were we just talking about in another game? It is okay to leak. Actually, we just talked about that in the last game. Remember, it's okay to leak. Why did that guy even tower boost? He wasn't even close to leaking, first of all. And second of all, again, it is okay to leak, but some players think, no, I can't leak at all. Maybe they're worried about the life advantage, or I don't know, maybe they just want to stay at the perfect 150 lives. They're just like too scared of leaking at all. Again, it is absolutely fine to leak. I'm honestly kind of surprised they're defending this well against all of this. Now, they are tied with us technically with the farm game. That's only because they're not ecoing really at all. Maybe there's enemy grouped reds. No, not even constant grouped reds. So they're able to just farm so hard. Bro, what? So it looks like he's out farming us, but I swear we're fine. Okay, he even tower boosted as well. Yeah, yikes. Do I dare go for another farm here? Let's do it. That is so greedy. Don't do that. Whatever, yeah, just don't do it. It's just not worth it. I just felt like I could get away with it, and I most certainly can, because he's still not even sending me space blacks. Yeah, he doesn't even know, probably. He probably doesn't even know, and he's just too worried about his defense over on his side. I'm not going to balloon boost these, because I just don't think that he'll die. Maybe he would, though. Okay, let's try it out. Let's scare him a little bit. Here. Yeah, I don't think that was the greatest balloon boost. But we got... Okay, he's down all 3 tower boosts, and it's round 7, y'all. Yikes, freaking yikes. Also, I should have went for those farm upgrades like 10 years ago, so 100% on me. Oversized nails, by the way, on that as well. Honestly, this guy might be an opponent. I'm kind of getting the vibe that he's going to be all-outing us on round 11, so we've got to take note of that. Yeah, I can't really, with that Kylie now that he has that, I can't really do anything until the mid-game rounds anyway, so we're just going to let him be. If we really wanted to play it safe here, we could just, like, full stop our eco, because, like, we already know that we have such a large lead on our opponent. I mean, he doesn't even have any more tower boosts, bro. No more tower boosts. We have a farm lead, eco lead. We are just looking very solid. So if you're ever in a position like this and you're a little bit afraid that your opponent is going to rush you, stop your eco. It's fine. You can play a little bit safer if, again, you have that advantage and you're expecting a rush. I guess I just never stopped ecoing. But here on round 10, sometimes I like to send space blues or group blues, I'm sorry. Other times I don't. Again, it just depends. Let's go ahead and put you two first now. And let's see if we get sent those pesky grouped purples, which we actually didn't. That's okay, though. Now I'm going to go for a cleansing foam right here. Captain Churchill will be able to pop camo balloons for us at level 6, which he should be now. Beautiful. But, oh, I cross-pathed this wrong. I just fat-fingered that. Swear to God. Wait, does he have no camo detection? That actually might defend. Oh, wait, no, he bought it level 3. Or level 7. Oh, my gosh. In order to have global camo detection. That's 100% on me. Wait, this guy might be able to defend. Because he has the glaive ricochet. So I'm not sure if I should rush that or not. I guess I won't. I'm kind of scared to, bro. I mean, I kind of want to focus on going for my bank as well. That's another thing. So I guess I'm just not going to do anything here. That is actually pretty unfortunate. Okay, so I just wanted to go for that. Plus, I had the wrong cross pathing on this anyway. I'll just rebuild you now. We are good. We are good. We are good. Hey, best game yet. Thus freaking far. He just went for his bank. I'm going to try to get him to sell that. Okay. If he doesn't sell, he's cooked and dead. Okay. Yeah, he didn't want to sell. Being a little bit too greedy there. He needed the more glaives on the glaive ricochet. So I saw an opportunity. He went for the bank, which is usually like a harder / grittier play. So he didn't have enough money on hand to defend. And we got the freaking victory. But technically, I guess I'd have to say that's the best game so far. He still made a lot of mistakes, but it's the farthest that we made it so far. So I guess GG's. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dates and dems, literally just everybody. Tack Village Glue is going to be the strategy. But when Tryhard Boltrix comes out to play, normally I never use eco-based strategies. But like I said, towards the beginning of this video, in the second game actually, we are using not the same strategy ever, if that makes sense. You know what I mean, okay? We just can't use the same strategy twice. So with that being said, I thought that it would be fitting to throw in an eco-based strategy into the mix, because I know not everybody is super comfortable with using farm-based strategies, and you can still try hard and get the win with using eco-based. Now, notice how I did not care about leaking lives there. I could have maybe, because since we are using an eco strategy, and on this map, eco strategies usually want to go late game with, so the life advantage more often will matter. But again, I plan on being aggressive and trying to end this game anyway, sooner rather than later. I really don't want to go late game. It's just that, again, I wanted to throw a non-farming strategy into the mix, since we have to use a different strategy every single game. So trying to stall out the rounds, which is why we have our defense more towards the back / middle part of the map, I guess you could say. But with the tack shooter is definitely the best early game tower in the entire game. So with just the 2-2-0 right here, we should be absolutely fine, literally against everything and anything here on round 4 into space pinks. So yeah, round 4 space pinks, even with eco strategies, usually is a pretty good send, because they're pretty efficient on round 4. And it actually gives you enough money to go for the proper defense to defend against round 5 grouped greens or space whites. And also gives you enough money to send constant grouped greens in round 5, which is exactly what you want to do to absolutely skyrocket your eco. Now, Tack Village Glue, I'm sure a lot of you are already familiar with, but in case you're not, it's arguably the best eco strategy out there. It's just so simple to use, so freaking effective. And if you are looking to go late game, it's pretty cheap in like the overall defense, so like it doesn't require like a crap ton of money, yet on a map like this especially, so effective, literally so effective. You do not need hundreds of thousands of dollars of defense in order to defend against fortified BEDs and stuff. I swear to you, like, just the synergy itself is just absolutely goated. Our opponent over here, by the way, still hasn't even went for their hero, bro. Okay, please remember, guys, your heroes are a thing. They do exist, and you should set them down usually sooner rather than later. Usually round 1, 99% of the time. I'm pretty sure almost every game, if not every single game so far, we have set our hero down on round 1. Round 7 is here, by the way. Okay, he has a sniper hiding up there underneath that branch or those leaves. But, dude, yeah, over defender, Space Eco bot once again. Again, not toxic, okay? Please don't yell at me in the comments. It's just like the name that I have given these individuals. But they went for a flash bomb, a ninja. Bro, like, what am I supposed to do? Usually, I don't even like sending purples and zebras against flash bomb users. And then, depending on how much he upgrades that sniper, this might just be our first opponent that is able to defend against both region rainbows and also zebras and purples on round 11. So, we might, in fact, just have to go decently late with this individual here, which is fine. Okay, so I'm going to start working towards my village because, of course, we do need a D camo, which is, in fact, going to be the radar scanner upgrade on the village. But as well, I like going for the bottom path upgrades because they will discount up to tier 3 upgrades with any tower that's inside of its range. And this is when I like to go, especially on this map, for Ring of Fire. Now, you could go for a glue hose as well. It is a little bit cheaper, and it's also still pretty effective. But Ring of Fire is, like, dumb effective. Like, nothing can get past the Ring of Fire. So we should be fine here. Actually, I probably shouldn't even be sending Eco because there's a chance that he actually sends me a rush here. With him sending all those Space Eco balloons, he probably has a decent amount of money on hand currently. So gotta watch out here. Plus, this strategy specifically requires a lot of defense, unfortunately, during the mid-game rounds. So sending group blues even on round 10 to 11, if you just want to play it safe, go ahead and just, like, not do that because I need the radar scanner, and I still don't even have enough for the juicy Ring of Fire. Even after my next income boost, I still won't have enough. So that's kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But you see the trend with the eco strats? Bro, I have to put all of my money back into my defense, dog. Again, especially with the strategy. But, like, now I have no money to rush my opponent, which is why when I try hard, I don't like using eco strategies because it doesn't give me enough money to rush my opponent with, right? Now I really should just be focusing on my eco game, not really trying to focus on rushing my opponent. We'll still give it a shot here because they haven't upgraded their sniper all that much. Let's send them more leads because their sniper is struggling to the lead balloons. And then we shall send... Oop, I meant to de-regrow those. But hopefully that causes a massive regrow farm. Okay, we got a tower boost out of our opponent. So that is, in fact, good. Ooh, did they just cause a massive regrow farm still? Oh my gosh, no way they're still dead. No way they're still dead. Wallahi, did not expect that. Wallahi, did not expect that. If he went for the full auto rifle, though, on that sniper, which I felt like he had enough money for, or was very, very close to affording it, then he probably would have been able to defend. But I will take that any day of the week, okay? I just wanted to show it, or show a game, I'm sorry, of how eco strategies are. And you see, the money is just simply not there. And I'm looking for those quick and easy wins. All right, so I didn't showcase this, but our current opponent is currently on a 3-win streak. So we kind of have got to lock in for this one here. Now, I forget how exactly to eco when using Dartling Farm Ninja with Benjamin, which is arguably the best strategy currently in the entire game. I feel like, you know, since this guy's on a win streak, we got to lock in for this one, you feel? But let's go ahead. Oh, shoot. No way I over-ecoed. I'm only at 257 eco, bro. But let's go ahead and just quickly set Benjamin down. Beautiful. And let's get back to sending group threads here. So, yeah, sometimes you're not going to remember how exactly to eco on round 1. Trust me, it's not the end of the world, okay? It is more important, again, that you go for that round 1 hero. And, yeah, now they're going to be sending me Space Green. So, since Benjamin can't quite literally pop down balloons, the early game is going to be a little bit tougher than normal. So, you're going to have to really rely on, really, only your Dartling Gunner. Yes, only your Dartling Gunner to pop down all of these balloons. Notice how I'm not panicking here, though, with leaking these lives. It's absolutely fine. Oh, shoot. Okay, so our opponent is getting a double increase of attack speed. Already went for the Heart of Vengeance on both of those druids, but still does not have their hero down. I think they had Oben as their hero as well, so quite freaking interesting if you do ask me. Now, Benjamin's going to be able to make us money at the start of every new round, but on top of that, he buffs Banana Farms. You know, the best money-making tower in the entire game. Yeah, that best money-making tower is now even freaking better. with Benjamin being our hero, which is why Benjamin is probably the best hero in the entire game. Now, he requires a little bit more like overall knowledge and skill, I guess you could say, because you don't just plop him down the map and he just shreds all the balloons, right? Typically, like newer players want to go for heroes slash towers that kind of just shred freaking balloons and do insane amounts of damage. But I always try to remind people that the single most important aspect in all of Battles 2 is your overall money game. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just tower boost this, by the way, because I still did not have enough money to go for the faster barrel spin. So I think tower boosting that was in fact the play. Okay, why did I also not go for a farmer? Fair play well done to this guy, though. He's playing exceptionally well so far. But as I was saying, yes, money is single-handedly the most important aspect in the entire game that often gets overlooked because, again, newer players are looking for towers that just absolutely shred, like the True Sun God, Supermines on the Spike Factory, etc., right? They don't really care about the towers that actually make you money, but without money, you can't go for the right defense. Without money, you can't go... Oh, shoot. Wait, hold on. Let me go for another Dartling Gunner here. Let me, like, lock in for a second. Now, you don't need pixel-perfect spots again. They are not necessary. Okay. Gonna leave some more lives here. Space Blacks are a little bit annoying, I guess. But it's all good. Bro, okay. Come on, Dartlings. Come on, Dartlings. Come on, Dartlings. I'm gonna over-defend now a little bit. Going to over-defend now a little bit. And I also stop decoying. I cannot believe that my Dartling Gunners are not locking in. Feels like they're not doing their freaking job, bro. It's fine, though. We're still alive. That's what truly matters. He could send me Space Regen Zebras here on round 9. We cannot really do anything against them, by the way, which is why I'm not currently doing anything. But we are going to be able to go for this Marketplace here, which Benjamin does buff Marketplaces. So instead of Banana Plantation, Marketplace is going to be a little bit of a better play. So stop ecoing here, okay? Play it safe because we do actually need the Hydro Rocket Pods here for our mid-game defense. So I kind of should probably lock in a little bit more here. Okay. We're good. 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 Let's go ahead and just tower boost this. Bad tower boost. Really, really, really bad tower boost on my behalf. So with that being said, I'm going to keep this other Dartling Gunner here for the extra DPS. Okay. They already have, yeah, they're kind of over defending, but we're still going to be able to rush them here on round 13. Wow, I did not play this very well. And you know what? I'm human. I make mistakes. I'm not the best player out there. So, bad game. Just bad game on your boys' behalf. But we can definitely still bounce back here with rushing them. Because, yeah, currently their defense is not very good. So, round 13. Let's go ahead. Reach and Rainbows. Got a tower boost out of them. They might be able to defend against that. So, that's why I'm not balloon boosting or anything. They might still die. Or no, they defended. A defend is a defend. Fair play, well done. But now at this point... Yeah, you're getting re-rushed, buddy. So let's go ahead. Balloon boost for the counter. Zebra, purple over top. And he just simply cannot freaking defend. Which kind of comes back to him just space decoying the entire early game. Again, this guy was on a win streak, so I guess fair play, well done. But space decoying usually is only going to get you so far, because if you're not building a solid foundation when it comes to your eco or overall money game, then you're just shooting yourself in the foot, and in the future, you're going to get cooked. That rhymed. All right, Splashdown's the map. Not a huge fan, but that's the reality sometimes. If you're trying to go for these win streaks and grind up through the arenas, you're going to get maps that you don't like. It is inevitable. So you still have got to try your best, absolutely lock in, and just know what to use. I like using Cyber Quincy, Boat Alchemist, Spike Factory as my strategy. Now, sometimes I've tried out Bonnie, but it is very hard to defend during these earlier game rounds when Bonnie is your hero. Cyber Quincy, however, arguably the best hero currently in the entire game for newer players, okay? Because you put him down on the map, and he's going to do his job, okay, which is popping the balloons. So he just provides so much early game DPS. And I feel like a lot of people can struggle to just the constant aggression of opponents sending them eco constantly. So again, with having Cyber Quincy to help you out, he is really going to make a big difference. And as you saw, even in the last game, y'all, although Dartling Farm Ninja is the best strategy, your boy was struggling, okay? Because Benjamin cannot apply any DPS early game. What? So freaking ever, which is why we just leaked down so low. I guess I just greeted probably a little bit too much. I should have went for that next Dartling Gunner a little bit sooner, but it is all good. Okay, so Space Yellow's here. Not very fun. Oh, wait, they're actually using Bonnie. Okay, so you'll probably notice like how much he will struggle during these earlier game rounds. I guess I could have been aggressive. Nah, not really. I shouldn't have been aggressive. Space Pink's here, though, on round 4. Let's see how fast he can go for his can ship over on his side, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and Balloon Boost, actually, because he's probably not going to like that. Yeah, got him to stop ecoing for a second. Oh, no. He's going to be really careful here. Super, super careful. Force the level 3, down to 14. Like I told y'all, Bonnie as your hero, it is a struggle early game. She is not the best at popping down balloons. She can, however, make him some money. I guess he's got that going for him, but I'm going to continue on the spaced aggression eco here, which is kind of weird, right? But do remember, with having the boat, we can, of course, go for some early game boat farms, aka some merchantmen. So that's why I'm kind of okay with going for the spaced eco route. Plus, he did just leak 2 lives. Should I balloon boost? Look, he's already going for a spike factory. Oh, and I balloon boosted. Got a tower boost out of him. Down to 6. Down to 4. 4 lives in a dream. They call him the low life warrior. Yeah, this is kind of just like messing him up. Honestly, though, he's not playing bad at all. Like, it's just that, you know, Bonnie just really, really struggles. And now he's really over defending. So, not the greatest look for him. But hey, he is still in this. I should honestly hit him with the defend. It is a defend emote, so fair play, well done. Now I'm actually going to get back to sending group deco, because the spike factory in the back of the map with the additional boat as well, cannon ship, Bonnie even herself with the level 3 ability, yeah, they're going to be fine against most things. So there's not much that we can do until probably the mid-game rounds. I can't even tell how much eco or money he's making from the minecarts, from Bonnie's minecarts, because they're glitched. Yes, he is collecting from them. It looks like that he's not, but this is just a visual bug, and they have not fixed it literally ever since they released Bonnie. I don't even know how long ago it was at this point, but yeah, this has been in the freaking game since she has been added. So it's kind of annoying, but I guess it is what it is. Okay, I'm going to probably try to work towards a spike factory more towards the back of the map. So yeah, we'll have this all the way in the back. Go for the smart spikes here in a second. Beautiful, got that. Probably target you to smart. Okay, wait. Let me chill. Go for you. Yeah, this is, I guess, a decent play by him. Gotta give props where props are due. I guess we're okay, though, actually. So maybe I didn't even need to stop my eco. All good, though. All good. If you're scared, stop it. Okay, we're literally mirrored strategies, by the way. He's also going for the alchemist. Fair play, well done. Fair play, well done. And then I will also go for right here, my alchemist. Yeah, he already went for berserker brood. Yeah, there's not much that we can do. Probably up until round 13 region rainbow. So for now, we're just gonna let him be. I probably should also be sending grouped blues. Yeah, with the grouped reds. This guy's good. He kind of knows what he's doing. So fair play, well done. Again, he is still alive too. Like, although he's leaked down to 4 lives, it looks like he's at a disadvantage. He is not, ladies and gentlemen. He is absolutely fine. And he even went for that merchantman to make some extra moolah. So yeah, there's not much that I can say or do against this guy currently, but the alchemist buff to the cannon ship is not unstoppable. So we're going to go ahead and probably try to rush him here once again during these mid-game rounds. I really would like to force that stronger stim. Also get him. Oh my gosh, he's even going for that. Bro, he went for a rubber to gold. Okay, we definitely got to rush him here then, because that rubber to gold is a little bit too crazy. I'm going to go ahead and balloon boost as well. I feel like even with the tower boost, he might be cooked. Okay. Nope. Not good. Not good. Okay. Try it again. Yeah, I should have saved the blue. Okay, he's dead. I should have. That was not good that I balloon boosted the first rush, because with tower boost, yeah, that just defends. Even though he didn't have stronger stim, I'm kind of surprised. But he also had level 3, a lot of Bonnie's dynamite sticks too. Sorry, in the back of the map, so does actually make a pretty big difference. But yeah, him going for the rubber to gold there, little bit too greedy. But honestly, that was the best opponent that we've had thus far. Despite the early game leakage to 4 lives, he was still in it technically. But GG's go out to him, and I will catch you on the next. All right, so this opponent was also on a 3-win streak. Just like not our last opponent, but that one opponent when I said they were on a win streak. But dude, Captain Churchill, sub farm ice. I love Captain Churchill, bro. He is such an underrated and slept on hero in my opinion. But I just have so many strategies that I use with him, and I always feel very, very confident when using him, especially during these earlier game rounds. Now, he kind of falls off during the later game rounds, right? But again, when I'm try-harding, I'm not trying to go late game, bro. That is not the goal when try-hard Boltrix is coming out to freaking play. The goal is to end the games ASA freaking P. Now, I probably actually should send Space Greens. You could argue sending grouped reds here on round 2 is actually a good idea, because on this map, you are limited to the amount of farms you can place down. They specifically designed this map to only have 3 farm spots in total. Now, however, we do have the ice within our strategy. So with having the ice, we're going to be able to quite literally freeze the water so that we can go for farms on top of said water. So you could argue as well, sending Space Deco like we normally have been when using farm strategies is actually still a pretty good play. But I think if you don't have ice and you can only go for in total 3 farm spots on this map, you really should prioritize your eco. It is pretty important in my opinion, because again, you can only make so much money with your banana farms if you can only go for in total 3 of them. Okay, we already got a tower boost by the way out of our opponent, and we got them to full stop our eco game. That's another reason why I wanted to send the Space Deco, because I figured that with the boomer start he would be struggling. I was right about that. Already went for the glaive ricochet, has Etienne as their hero, and also the wizard and stuff. So yeah, this guy's probably going to be over defending. This could be the game that lasts the longest, because again, this guy was on a 3 win streak, so he probably will end up going for the more glaives on that boomer there. He's still not even ecoing, by the way. Just straight up not making money in any way, shape, or form. Now, just from the default eco that you start off with, I mean, at first he was ecoing a little bit, right? So technically, he ecoed a little bit, but you want to constantly be ecoing throughout the entirety of the early game. Let's go ahead though and start going for our submarine right about here. Round 6 is here, because again, Captain Churchill really does struggle to popping down black balloons. So I'm gonna set this up to strong. He's not even sending me blacks though, bro. So I guess like this is greedy. I really probably should just upgrade this, but I'm gonna continue on grading, okay? Because like if worse comes to worse, the level 3 ability on Captain Churchill will be able to pop down black balloons. So like we're not cooked fully against those. So yeah, greedy Boltrix coming out to freaking play. Again, this is not very smart greed. If you are in a position like this and you just want to play it safe, it's okay to play it safe. We obviously have a very big advantage currently on our opponent, but I'm just kind of messing around here a little bit. They also went for the wall of fire. They're shooting themselves in the foot, bro. We are popping these balloons right as they come out the map over on our side. Same thing with him. Wall of fire right directly at the start, bro. He probably doesn't even realize what he's doing right now. Okay, Group Jello's now finally on round 8. He should have a decent amount of money saved up, so he's probably going to be sending these for quite some time. I can't really do anything at him currently, so I guess we're just going to let him be. Yeah, look, he's still sending Group Jellos. Yeah, this is not smart. Not freaking smart, but he can low-key kind of get away with it until I can send maybe Region Rainbows on round 13. Then he still might even be able to afford the more glaives on that glaive ricochet. We could also force him potentially to go for level 7 on Etienne. By that, he just he's maxed the ecoing, bro. I don't even want to send zebras and stuff. I just don't think they're as effective. So I'm just going to let him be a sniper freak, bro. He might be able to fully defend. This is not good. Okay, I'm not going to send camos now because that sniper's going to be able to pop them down. Plus his wizard kind of sort of can pop them down. Yeah, I'll just wait until round 13 Region Rainbows. Should I go over this or no? No, it's okay. It's okay. I kind of wanted the money to send him a rush here. So let's go ahead, try it out. Okay, I'm going to balloon boost this first one because it looks really bad. So even with the tower boost, I think he's cooked. Yeah. Sometimes you're okay with like balloon boosting the first rush. It just looked really bad. He got back to ecoing again with Group Jellos, bro. I'm like, no, dude, you don't even have enough defense to defend against a potential round 13 rush. But as you can see, Streak Breaker, he was on that 3 win streak. We got yet again another win. I'll see you on the next. All right, so we're here in the final match. I didn't even realize we're currently on a 9-win streak, bro. What the heck? I didn't even know, dude. But again, plutonium mines. I hate this map, bro. This map freaking sucks. But I guess we can go ahead and rock with Druid Farm Alchemist now. This is not the best strategy out there. It's just the fact that we have to use a different strategy every single game. And again, I don't play on this map, bro. Like, I'm usually in either ZOMG or the Hall of Masters, and Plutonium Mines is not available in either one of those arenas. So I really never, just ever play on this map. So I don't even know what the meta is or anything like that. But I think for the most part, this should work out. Plus, we haven't used the strategy. Plus, it's kind of a fun strategy. So would I call this the best strategy and like a super tryhard strategy for me? No, I would not actually. But we're still going to make it work out. Trust the freaking process. Let's go ahead and start off immediately here with a Druid. Yeah, they're not even equaling, bro. Okay. It's one of those games, guys. It's BFB Coliseum, okay? But like I said, there's going to be a part 2 to this series, especially if you guys would like to see one. So if you're listening in right now on this video and you would like to see a part 2 in ZOMG so that we can make it to the Hall of Masters, then let me know down in the comments below, quite literally right now. Let's go ahead and also have Etienne. See, I didn't get him down in round 1. This is probably the first game that I actually didn't get my hero down in round 1, and that's actually a pretty big deal. Wait, that's actually a really big deal because we won't have any camo detection whatsoever. We have to buy level 7. So that was a really big throw on my behalf. I was just yapping, bro. So, like, come on, Boltrix. You just got to lock in, bro. But I think we're still going to be okay. I'm going to go for the bottom path upgrades on this Druid to start working towards or getting an increase of attack speed for hopefully leaking these lives here purposely. Yeah, space yellows. Okay, we have got to be careful here, though, bro. Again, I do not use this strategy on this map. I kind of don't know what I'm doing. So, I don't even know if going for this farm is worth, bro. Okay, wait. Yeah, chill. Just chill. Just chill. Oh my gosh. Okay, worst game. The final game, and it's the absolute worst game. This is devastating. But our opponent over here, they still don't even have their freaking hero or anything. Okay, I was about to move my big fat face cam, but you can kind of see that they have the glaive ricochet. A lot of people use the boomer. Oh my gosh, guys. I think, honestly, the boomer is one of the worst towers currently in the game. And I know that I'm biased. Wait, did he always have Benjamin there? DJ Ben? I don't even know now. I'm psyching myself out, bro. Okay, let's go for a farm all the way up here, bro. What the heck am I freaking doing? That's not even pixel perfect either. I am quite literally all over the place right now. But round 5 space whites are in fact here. With having this Druid, we should be good. Also with the Druid positioning, like we should be able to pop the balloons pretty much right as they come out the map. So like that's kind of why I wanted to set down the Druid right here. Let's go for the increased production though. And then also the greater production here in a second. Okay, Boomer, Ninja. I should not underestimate this, bro. What if I were to lose the last game? That would really suck. We wouldn't be able to fast track because you need a 10-win streak in order to get to the next arena. So that would actually be quite freaking devastating. But let's go ahead and start trying. Oh no, I still can't even set down my farm. It kind of is annoying. Like if you don't quite literally have enough money, you can't even like potentially set down your farm. But it is kind of hard. Oh wait, I found the spot. Beautiful. Didn't get the extra banana before the start of round 7 though. Yeah, if you go for your farm right before the start of a new round, you'll get an extra banana out of said farm. So kind of messed up there a little bit, but it is all good. You really can't do anything, by the way. Like grouped yellows, space purples, quite literally nothing does anything to me at this point. And if something did do something to me, I can see his balloon queue at least. I can see his amount of money. So I can kind of anticipate whether or not he is going to rush us. That is the one very nice thing about using Etienne. I kind of figured too, using like or having global camo detection would be a little bit better than like BTN, because BTN only provides camo detection inside of his own range, which is not very large. So figured normal Etienne would actually be the better play here. Okay, but round 9, got the banana plantation. Yeah, I'm just going to start going and preparing for my mid-game defense, which is going to be an alchemist right about here. Beautiful. No way we're like leaking lives. What the heck is this? What the heck? I don't think I can kill them round 11 with that glaive ricochet. I really just don't think I can. So I guess I'm just gonna let him be. Go for you already. Druid of Wrath as well. Put you to first at this point, and then I might have to buy again level 7 here, which is actually very unfortunate. So I'm gonna go for the banana salvage then. Pre-buy that on this. Could I kill him to camos? Yes, actually I could. Yes, I could. Camo purples. I don't think I've killed anybody today with camo purples, so he should die to that. And he is going to die to that. Okay. He had the ninja to pop down the camos, but that was quite literally it. Camo purples for the freaking win, though, chat. Like I said, bro, look at every single game. We played 10 games in today's video, y'all. And not one game went to what? Like round 16. I think the latest we went was round 15. Maybe even round 14 if I'm not mistaken. So like, bro, you can win and get quick and easy wins by sending your opponents purples and regen rainbows. 99% of players cannot defend. Of course, it depends on a lot of other things and whatnot. Let me stop yapping though. Yes, promote me to ZOMG Superdome. Hopefully you guys have seen that screen before. Pretty much it just says we got on a 10 win streak, so therefore we can fast track to the next arena, which is ZOMG. Again, if you guys would like to see a part 2 to this series of playing balloons until we lose, where we make it to the Hall of Masters next, let me know down in the comments below.